Welcome to episode 5 of our Let's Play campaign, Train World. My name is Nilaus, and here we are. So what I could be doing is I could keep scaling up, but I don't think that's particularly interesting at this point. So we'll do something new also because we are not really consuming things. We're only producing things. So if we are not consuming, then there's no point in producing. So we've built our consumption or our production. Now we need to build our next part. And that unfortunately, now I just realized we are going to need something out here. We'll just send those out and they'll be coming back. Doesn't matter because as soon as they come back, they'll fly out again. Yeah, there's going to be an issue here. Do we need more of this? Nah, not really. Okay, we need those to not fly out, which means I need to get away from the stuff that they are flying out to get. It's like, it's so typical. Like the first thing I do is just do something really counterproductive. Just send the robots out to do meaningless tasks. There. Right, so what we need to do is we are somewhat safe-ish. Somewhat safe-ish. I can take that one in here and then yeah. Let's take these. There. So we at least have something to shoot with, should it come to that. Let's also, while we're at it, make some turrets, because we don't really know if we need it at some point. Good. We have our car, which we have not thrown away yet. And I think we need to build some trains or tracks. How do we make tracks? And one of the first things we realize is we're kind of missing something here. We're missing the opportunity to build stone. We're only building stone bricks. Yeah, building it like this was definitely not the right move. Here. We just need some of this. And we have some landfill, yes. But what we also need is a lot of this for tracks. Let's build some tracks here. I know I'm just going to build it like this. So what is it? Tracks. They need steel, and bricks and stone, so that means we need to build that one. Hold on, let's get some more. Yeah, 50, that sounds good. And that one will be this will be iron sticks. I don't need to build things at ratio. I just need to build things. There. And this one. That should be fine. We are now making... This looks like it might actually be unable to deliver this fast enough. That's fine. And let's take more of this in here, and that one, also a few more. Okay, did we get some tracks? Yes, we did. We did get enough to build one locomotive, I think. Yeah, we just need some green circuits that we can actually get, so we can make our first little tracks, that little train here. And I don't think it's a good idea what I'm about to do or what I'm trying to do, but I think it's kind of in the tone of building a train world. Alright, what else do we need to make? We need to make a lot of this and a lot of that. And I guess we put these down here. That one. And the locomotive, I guess. That's landfill, not a lot of that, and we can make one locomotive and 2 tracks as well. I don't think we need more than that. So basically, I want to take this one up here. Let's, damn it, why is it so big? Let me just contemplate this situation here. I need some grenades for this. So neat. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just wondering. I'm just getting panicked. There was someone in the comment section mentioning that it's something was off with my city blocks, and I was like, that's like the worst thing you can say. it's I'm so screwed if it truly is something off here. There. Okay, that looks much better. Let's try and stamp this down again. We can take it here. Yeah, I still can't do any of that because that's in the corners. There. That's at least one of them can be built. Okay, so up here, this one is good, but this is where I need to build. Like, this is where we need to build big, and building big at this point might be just a bit premature. Take all this out because we need it. Needed to take it out at least, and let's start building some tracks. So let's start with sort of the very, very basic thing. Very basic thing being, why the hell do I not have any power up here? That's because this one is not done. And then we need to need more landfill. Shouldn't I get a car for this? Shouldn't I car my way around? That one. Nine. Too much here. And we, oh, whoa, that's a lot. And that's probably going to go wrong now. They will not be able to insert it because reasons. 9. Yeah, mistakes were made. I don't need this much. Okay, so we need to build our train network. Unfortunately, we can't build it with here. So we are going to start doing some designs. What I always do is like do that. That's 4 and that's 4. So we know now what's the middle. That one is the middle, but it won't be able to do that. So these are locations, but I think this is the right location. That means like this. This will be the location, and I can now take these out. And I know, you know what? While I'm doing that, I just want to have my robots do something useful. Right. All right, that's more. What do we want? What do we want? I think everything here is kind of necessary, so just anything that, nothing is particularly interesting. Okay, so we're going to do this, and I'm going to just check if it works by landing it on the other side. Yes, it does. Okay, so that will be connected. That's at least something. So this is how our tracks will be. There will be double lane. Yes. And I think we need to build it in here. We do need more. This is very dark, but if I do it this one, it's not dark at all. So we should probably work on this. I need more space. I need more space. This one might be having more space, but I need the green one. This one. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. Because that's like the first thing. Yeah, all of this, I have no idea how I'm going to clean this out. Grenades would be the obvious choice, but I don't really want to use grenades here. Maybe we can actually build it. We can build it up here, I guess. Let's build this city block at this location. Yeah. Oh, that's why. I'm actually simply out of those. What I really want to design is the train stations. Yes, stand here so they don't fly back out and clean out more. And still nothing is working. Whoa. So let's go all the way around. All of this will be built by robots eventually, but that eventually is not right now. Well, they are being built by robots, but they're not being built by automatically by robots. We got lights, we got everything. Just get in here. That one is never ever gonna catch up to us. And the reason why it's not powered is because it's coming from another direction. So once we establish it down here, we'll use this one to build. Although I just absolutely hate building it incorrectly to start with, and then hoping that it'll build better afterwards. So let's build it for this station instead. That's a lot easier to get rid of here. That's not much. It's a lot inside here, but we can take that out and just kind of ignore most of it. All right, so what do we need is we need this part. This is already start of our build, and it starts here. And then we start take this one because it has to be a full city block. And what do we do now? Now we figure out what to do from here. These twitchy robots are just getting so overworked. Unbelievable. But I need to clean out this part because we're going to build... This will be the station. So is it going to be an LTN station or is it going to be a normal station? I don't quite know yet, but I guess we'll find out. If we have a station here, let's build a station. We can't build a station just yet. And these two go in, and then I'm sorry for running away, but I need more iron and I need less luckily I have tons of iron. That will be used for radars, please, and for track. Oh, there. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Here comes the robots. Sorry for letting you fly so long without recharging. Oh, and then I drop them on the floor, don't I? There'll just be these everywhere. Do I have a one rogue somewhere that's getting stuck? I think I might have. Or did I drop one on the floor? No, it's there. See? We have listed them on the map. Alright, next up is a... And let's see, let's build a station. We're going to make... This will be copper 1. No, it shouldn't be like this. I will do this one. So if you're not familiar with this, you are now. Did you see it? We'll just go through it in slow motion. So you go square bracket, item equal, and then you write the name of the item, which is not always, but almost always just lowercase version of what it's called. For example, I don't have that. Okay, this one. Yeah, it's called plastic bar, so that's also important to remember that it's called plastic bar. All right, let's do some... We need missing copper. Luckily we have copper right here. Hey, robots got idle, so let's continue building stuff. Yeah. Keep it flowing. Two, three, four. 5. Yes. That's the one. Okay, so this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a 1-4 train. That's going to be like standard as can be. Hold on, what are we doing here? Not have this one, but see, that one actually should be here. Got it, and I can... Means that one is not necessary. So the closest we can start turning is this one, and this one as well here. So the reason why this is important for me is because I need to make sure that I can actually place this and get it aligned back inside the network here, back inside within sort of the curvature we have. And I'm kind of in doubt about it, am I? Because if I do that one, then I'm going to have this one go, yeah, it's actually okay. That means we take this entire thing and just shove it down by one tile. This is all design work where we try to figure out how to build a train station. This is very important, and this is also why I'm not rushing it, because if I build this incorrectly, I will not be able to change it, or it'll be very, very cumbersome to change it. So this seems good, right? This one seems like a good choice. But I don't think this is correct though. Because if I take now this one, no. I should take this one. Then go like, what if I do... What is the closest it could make it? Would this work? Yes, that could work. So I'm very interested in seeing if I can have 3 lanes. So let's go some more experimentation here. That means we're out of steel. Let's also make sure we build more stone or more tracks, because it's a very fragile little place we have here for tracks. Oh, nice. Very nice, actually. And then we need more steel. Again, should not be an issue because we have built it up here. And our robots immediately start doing something stupid. Damn. I'll just get them in here so they don't fly out again. But I mean, every time they fly out, they are coming back with more stuff, or they clean out just a little bit more of what needs to be cleaned out. This one looks like it's actually going... But you're actually going up here. No, you're not. Come on, robots, go. And now we are 20. Yeah, we don't want to lose any of them. That's going to be they're too valuable right now. Oops, and turn around. We need some of our steel to go to the... Oops, well, we solved that problem. See, that's how we solve problems. Got it. Got all of these. And can I also take this? Sure. That's 43. That's not much. Now the question is, can I also... oh, hold on. What I wanted to do was here. I want to figure out if I do the big trains here, or the big trains in this context. They're not particularly big, but they are in this context. And what are we missing? We're missing iron. Luckily we have iron. And do we have something else we can send the robots to do? We can send you out to clean out more of this, because it just has to happen while I start designing. So if this is a loading station, all of these locations will be loading stations. So how do we load evenly? That's one of those big fundamental questions here in life. We can't do it like this. This is going to be just fine for now. The issue is how much space it takes. As for example, I could do this one. That would be fine. Then I could go 1, 2 in. I'll just be very hard pressed not to take these two as well for that one. And maybe that could be different for later on. this. Then if I copy that one and say, that means this one has to be here. And then I guess the answer will then be, the last one will be too far out. Let's take this one out, and then you go as close as possible. Now then this one doesn't work anymore. It'll have to be... That's interesting, right? Because then we're actually... We have to ditch this, and that goes out like that. I think this one would then also be better served going out like this. And then we come to the next problem, and that is, how do we make U-turns? Like this, could be here, and then the last one would be like this. Wow, that actually works. That actually works, I think. There's just a few things that are not quite there yet. But I think the basic premise of this is good. This one will then have to go that one, and then merge in like this. I think I feel I've built this before for my space exploration base. It might have been, I might be just exactly the same as what we came to conclusion of before. That one goes there, that one goes there. So I'm merging it pretty much the same place. Any of these now called copper 1? Yeah, they're all called copper 1, which I think is fine for now. And lots of these. And how we actually load them, that's going to be a different matter. But at least at this point, we can now load 12 lanes in. And when we get to blue circuits, or blue belts, blue belts, then this will be very nice. Very nice indeed. What we also need is lights. Because this is gloomy as hell. And we will need to, as we move forward, we'll need to do something more on this, and we need some. Okay, but this is unfortunately only the simple part of it, because what happens if I were coming from other side, this side? And I want to get in. So that's pretty simple. Hey, this is pretty simple. You can get in there. But what about if I wanted to get from this one and in here? Well, there the answer is you can't. You just can't do that. I'm not sure I want to do this. Well, I'm actually quite sure I don't want to do this, because then I cut this line off. What I'm more likely to get is actually an intersection right on top of this. Which again is not something I'm totally keen on. Yeah. That goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Why are these not being made? Not a fan of this, because it can't be. What? Where are my? Oh, my robots. They're just lazy because they are idling here. Oops, sorry. This is not good because it's not synchronized. So take that out. That means what I could do. This one will have to go all the way through. Yep. Let's build it ourselves. Those robots seem to be on a strike. Don't know why they're on strike, but they are. So at this point, this turns the latest at this point. And if that goes like this. See, this is all fine and good and all, but what if I built the same thing over on this side? Again, this is the one. So now it would be easy to say, yes, we're happy. So you can come from in here, you can go in, you can go out here, you can turn around, go back, and the most obvious thing to do would be taking from this one, go maybe like 2 in between, and then cut like this. And how many in between? 2 in between? Okay. See, this would be perfect, except what happens when I do this thing? Then it's gonna look like crap. Not only is it gonna look like crap, but it's also not gonna work, I'm sure. And let's take this one out. Don't need to build those up here. It's just wasteful. Because this will be too many curves, right? The point is, this one curves to go around here, and then it must be able to get into the middle lane. That would be perfect. But it has to be two-way. So kind of right now I'm wondering, what if this isn't like that? What if this one goes so, and instead it goes from here and back? Oh, this is horrible. It's gonna look horrible, right? That would be symmetric. This is it middle? I don't know. Basically what is inbound for one is going to be outbound for the next. So these two now merge together, which means that when you're going out, you can go out straight here, fine, or you can go around, but then you get stuck in here, which is not a great place to get stuck, but it might just be possible too. And that goes exactly in the middle, which means I would then have to curve it out like this and curve it out like, no, hold on, that's actually not necessary. It'll be a weird pear-shaped. That one is necessary, but it doesn't have to be completely symmetric because it doesn't need all outputs the same way as it needs inputs. Except for the sake of symmetry. I think for the sake of symmetry it's good enough for me. Basically, I can add roundabouts to everything if I want to. That's actually pretty... Oops. It's honestly pretty neat that I could write a roundabout, because that means you're coming from here and you want to turn around, then you curve in, curve, okay, maybe you don't curve out. You curve this one, you curve into this one, and then you make a U-turn, and that means, so that means anywhere you go in here, you can go to anywhere outbound as well. And it's gonna look, I mean, weird, sure. But I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Mainly for the symmetry, not for anything else. Looking at it on an overview looks really good, I think. And robots, they are just completely on strike. There's just nothing we can get them to do anymore. Missing steel. Alright, this is really good and very interesting, but also kind of annoying that this doesn't fit. I mean, I could do that here. It's like the worst place, I think. I'll get it done over on this side. Maybe like this, and then that one goes over. Cool. Alright, so what do we think of this? We like it. I like it. And they just refuse to do anything anymore. It needs a lot of okay, so let's walk through. If you come from here and you want to go in here, that's easy. If you want to come from here and go into that one, then you can go continue and go around. You come from this one, then you cannot go into that one yet. You'd have to do the intersection here and come on to the next one. If you're coming from this one and want to go into up here, you go in curve, curve, sweep around and go in. So it's like an hourglass formed. I like this. I like it. It's big, exhaustive, and overly complicated, which is exactly how I want my designs to be. And the next thing we will need is a stupid amount of chain signals. Only chain signals will save us now. But first, this is also always how I design it. You first design it with the tracks, because only when you're happy with the tracks do you go back and see, can it be signaled? And most of the time, the answer is yes. Here's another little trick. If you're in one of those intersections where it can do multiple times, you can rotate it with the R button. Like this, if I wanted to here. There. Not enough chain signals in the world to signal this, I think. So they don't go out. They will stay here until they have a clear path all the way out where they want. That is one of the few places where there will be non-chain signals, which will not quite be enough before it goes into the next, but it'll just have to do. Then we do a chain signal line here. Yep. Can I actually just, instead of doing that one and that one, do here and here? That would be so much better. It would be so much easier to grasp. And then we get them up here as well. And then I can take this part, because this is symmetric. And then I just shove it in here. So that should be okay. Except if you're going in here, that's the chain signal for that one. That's the chain signal for that one. This is not actually true. These don't need to be here. They actually should be normal signals. Like that and that. Because by then you are... No, not really. There might be some mistakes on some of these things, but just overall. That is not necessary, and that one is necessary. This is important when it goes into the middle, because otherwise it does not rotate. If I do this part and then I rotate it, it still works. And let's look at this. This is the best way to do it. Just look at, does it make sense for these to be signals? What I don't like is this one. This is one block, so that has to be cut in half. Sweet. And then we're going to have exactly the same issue for these here. There. Does that make sense? It is extremely important that this is completely rotationally symmetric. Yes. Yes. I think we got it. Boys and girls, I think we got it. And we do not have enough of this. Let's have a look at... Oh, that's still the robots not going still on strike. I'm checking the colors of these and just checking if they look okay. I also like some symmetry about where we place it, just so that it gets easier to read. Even though this block is longer than it should be, then it doesn't really matter. But having these on a strict line, I think that's nice. And a strict line here across from each other. Because once we start copying, pasting this indiscriminately, it's paramount that it is robust. The issue we have though is that this one is actually not giving enough space until the next comes out. So there isn't really a full chain block in between this block and the next one where we could do stuff. All right, but I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. We've done one hell of a design. I'm very happy with it. I did not expect it to look like this. I had some idea. I think it's important that we just, I know that we will have issues getting things in and out as long as we use yellow belts, but at this point I don't really care about it because we will switch to red belts somewhat soon. And that's going to be one of these. We're going to have another one over here. In here we're going to have a T intersection that goes across and down. This means we can both get iron and copper, or iron and stone into each one of these. We can get copper and then we'll just borrow a space for the stone bricks, go into another one. And then it seems ironic and all, but I can then make this one the unloaded location for a hub that we built in this tile and that tile, which means I can bring iron, copper, stone, steel, something in to this location. Maybe green and red circuits or something. And we can also probably build one here and maybe one here as well. And that's going to be how we scale this up. So that's a big design. Hope you also enjoyed just getting an input or an insight into how I do these kind of designs, because they don't just magically appear. They it's a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and it's a wee bit of experience that goes into designing it and just coming up with what makes sense. If you have better suggestions than what I have done, you are very welcome to share it. And the only sort of the design conditions that you have to respect is the size of the city block. 4 lanes in, 4 lanes out. Must be able to handle 1-4 trains. And I think those are the conditions. So, and respecting the city blocks is of course respecting the sacred path. So please don't share any blueprints with me that just slightly curves in on here, because I don't like, oh yeah, you know what, I made another little mistake here. That's gonna be like the last thing. It's not really a big deal right now, but it will be. I'm just gonna show you. Which blueprint book is it? It is maybe this one. Oh look, that one. That's actually almost the same. Yeah, and this also highlights our issue, which you're gonna see. Yeah. Ta-da! The roboports are not able to be placed here. We'll deal with that maybe some other time. Damn it! Let's see. Okay, that's not gonna be now. I'm really happy with this. I think it looks awesome. Do we really need roboports? Yeah, we kind of need roboports in these locations, so we'll figure a solution later on. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you are enjoying this slow-paced, heavily design-focused playthrough. Not a lot of trains yet, but at least we have tracks. So that's part of prerequisite. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.